The Kortz Center Heist can be the most difficult, annoying heist in the game, but it doesn't have to be. In this guide, I'll show you how to easily pass the entire Kortz Center Heist from start to finish. Let's get into it. I've played this heist a lot since it came out, and I found that these setups make it the easiest that it can be. Infiltration gear, street loadout, and the manches are the main preps you will need. You might think that staff keycards are a good entrance, but I'll show you why the skylight infiltration entrance is just better. Optional preps you'll want to do are the guard shipments and the guard routes. I have the glass cutter for this guide, just to show you why you might want it, but it's entirely up to you. Once you start the heist, drive to the front of the Kortz Center. The most vital tip for this heist is that you must sneak. The guards hear your footsteps from extremely far away compared to other stealth missions. The best way to avoid this is to aim your gun and sneak walk. It's so much faster than sneaking with your weapon down. Try to do this when you're moving anywhere in this heist. Firstly, go left round the side of the building and shoot the first guard. Then continue until you get to here. There is 2 guard scenarios here. In scenario A, this guard will walk all the way to the left, turn around and stop. When he does this, shoot him. In scenario B, he'll come and stand facing this statue. When he does that, sneak walk right up to him and just follow him through the courtyard. Make sure to go around the right side of these 2 pillars to avoid the camera. In the previous scenario where you just shot the guard, just follow this same path. Eventually he'll stop and turn around, and then we'll just continue onwards. When you get to this part, there's 2 guards in the middle we need to get past. This is very simple, just come over here and hug the left wall until you get past. Carry on until you get to these last 2 pillars. Aim for this wall to avoid the camera, and then come to the right hand side of the staircase. If we walk from this angle, we can go up the stairs without the camera seeing us. Go all the way up the stairs until you get to this spot. There is another 2 scenarios here. In scenario A, there will be single guards spread across this roof. Take them all out except for this one. When the camera moves to the right, we can go up the stairs. In scenario B, there will be 4 guards and 2 standing in the middle. Shoot the closest one first, then walk around the others until you get to the guard on the right side beside the camera. I recommend using a pistol to take this guy out. Wait for the camera to move away from him, then shoot him, and walk up to shoot the other 2 with your assault rifle. Then immediately take out the camera before it sees the body. Now you can go up the stairs. When you're near the top, shoot this guy. He'll either be standing here or here. Now make your way through the skylight entrance. Once you're inside, we're going to take out every single guard in this room, so that we can get the door keys for the exit. Firstly, go down these stairs, stick to the left to avoid the guard's line of sight, then go towards this white pillar to avoid the camera. Shoot this guy and go check if he dropped the keys. If he didn't drop the keys, that's absolutely fine, one of the guards in this room will have them. Disable the glass cabinet alarms while you're here, because we're going to loot this room for the max solo payout. Now that's done, come back to the stairs, hug the right wall, go up the stairs, and shoot this guy at the top. Then the other 2 left in the room. Go up these stairs and shoot these 2 guards. Then come out to the balcony and finish off the last 2 guards. I like to shoot the one on the left first, and then the one at the window second, because the breaking glass makes a lot of noise. Once that's done, this room is completely safe to run around, and you can make as much noise as you want. Here's proof. I like to loot this room on the way out after we've passed the basement and the lasers, because the cameras will be shut off and you can get these cases up here, which tend to have more value. Now we'll head down to the basement through the elevator, just because it's faster. Now you're in the basement, wait around this doorway for this guard to come through and shoot him. Then move up and take out this guy. This guard can be in one of 3 different places, but it doesn't matter that much. Wherever you find him, just shoot him. You don't have to kill this guard, but I always do just to make the exit a little bit safer. After passing the lasers, you do not want to fail this heist. You'll have to hack one of these 3 doors. Sometimes they'll be red, you just need to find the blue one. The fingerprint hack is easy, just take your time and don't get it wrong. You have 5 minutes to do it. On normal difficulty, there's 2 fingerprints to complete, and on hard mode, there's 3. Once the hack is complete, you can use any of the 3 doors to get into the main room. I prefer to go to this one and kill this guard from behind. Then wait for the next one to come round the corner out of the other room and shoot him. Now we can disable the CCTV and enter the code in this computer. If you forget the code, just check your texts. Now that the door is open, you can enter the laser room. Each time you do the heist, there will be one of 3 laser rooms. And on hard difficulty, there will be some extra lasers added to one of the 3 possible laser rooms. In my opinion, this is the hardest one, which is precisely why I'm showing it to you in this guide. I've nearly finished my full laser guide tutorial, so if you want to see that soon, consider subscribing to the channel. There are a few tips to pass the laser rooms. I like to use first person with my field of view set to the max. You can move a lot faster in first person, so it can be easier despite the fact you can't see around you. There is 3 switches to turn off in this laser room. The first switch is on the left hand side. We need to get through these vertical lasers quickly before the ground laser gets us. Just wait for it to come towards you and fade away, then find an opening and go straight for the switch. Once the switch is off, run all the way back to the start before the ground laser reaches you. The next part is the most tricky in my opinion, because we have to crouch beneath one of the lasers and then jump over a ground laser and then turn off the switch before the other laser grid respawns. The switch for this set of lasers is on the right hand side of the room, so come over to the right side. We need to wait for these 3 vertical lasers to start going left. Once that happens, wait for the ground laser to come towards us and fade away. Now sprint towards the switch and get as close as you can before the grid turns on. Crouch under this grid once it turns on, and stand up as soon as it passes. Then face the far left wall and wait for the ground laser to come towards you and jump over it. Immediately turn around and turn off the switch. Don't worry, that is the only time we'll have to jump in this laser room. If you're wondering why we should face the left wall, it's due to the fact that our character's jump animation starts with the right leg in the air first, so it's much easier to jump over lasers whenever it comes towards your right leg. Now that's done, we can move on to the final set. We want to wait until the ground laser comes here and fades away. Then take a few steps into the laser grid, and wait for the grid to come towards us. When this happens, you want to move either to the left or to the right to dodge it, and then immediately sprint through the rest of the maze before the ground laser respawns. It's very easy to hit the side lasers during this, so be as precise as you can and as quick as you can, because we definitely do not want to be jumping again, especially while we're stuck in this grid. Now that's done, turn off the switch and hack the vault door. For the hack, you just need to memorize the blue dots whenever they flash 3 times. It's easy when you've done it a few times, and on hard mode there's more dots to memorize and 4 stages instead of 3 on normal. The vault section is straightforward, just go in and take the painting and follow the button prompts to make it go a bit faster. At this point, we're basically done. All we need to do is backtrack all the way back to the start where the elevator is, go to the staircase and hack it open, then go back and wipe the CCTV camera footage and disable the cameras. The reason I do this second is because whenever you go through the elevator again, sometimes the load screen glitches the cameras and they don't actually switch off, so I prefer to just use the stairs. Because we previously killed all the guards, we can literally sprint up the stairs, go towards the very top level and loot the glass cabinets, and everything that you can find in this room. I don't usually loot the paintings unless they're worth around 150k, because one painting takes up half of your bag, and if it's only worth 80k then you're actually only making 160k in secondary loot, when you could be making 300,000 if you just loot the other cabinets. But experiment for yourself and take whatever you think gives you the most money, and only do the glass cutter setup if the tall cabinets are worth a lot more during your run. Finally, after we're done looting, we exit the building and escape the cops. This is usually pretty easy, just go outside, shoot this guard, jump over the wall and get on your bike. I tend to go east over the hills, avoid the roads and never let yourself get trapped if a helicopter spawns. You always want to have a few directions you can go, so don't trap yourself. Don't crash, it's a painful way to fail this heist, especially after passing the laser room. After losing the suspiciously long 3-star wanted level, you're done. Just head to the lockup and finish the heist. I do believe you can lose the cops a little easier if you go towards the yellow destination, but at the same time, it's kind of difficult to lose the cops without losing money in the city, because if they spot you, they'll just shoot you with the pistols out of the car, and then helicopters will come, and you'll lose a lot of the take. So I like to just go over the hills, head directly east. It does add an extra like 5 minutes, but after we've spent, what, an hour doing the setups and 20 minutes on the heist, what's an extra 5 minutes for the full take? Personally, I don't think this heist is as hard as everyone makes it out to be. However, I definitely don't recommend playing it on repeat, as the payout doesn't seem worth it at all. The weekly bonus makes it brilliant, so if I were you, I'd just stick to doing it once a week and rotate between Diamond Casino and other heists. Rest in peace, my beloved. Replaying the Kortz Center back to back so I could make this guide was definitely more work than it was fun. But if GTA 6 Online is this difficult, I will not be buying shark cards. I'll be making complex guides just like this instead. So if this video helped, please consider subscribing to the channel to show your support and to see more guides like this for GTA Online and GTA 6 when it comes out. Either way, I hope this helped, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.